So we are back with week 14 of the NFL season as the Jacksonville Jaguars. A lot of you guys have been asking what sliders we are on. Here is the difficulty and the sliders. So you'll know that it's not as easy as you might think. It is Mr. Hurricane sliders, and they're not very easy. But Julius Thomas having an absolutely outstanding game heading into week 14. Dwayne Allen not doing so well, but the Colts are a division rival, so we have to take them as tough as we can. Speaking of division rivals, though, check out the top line of the description. You will see Bengals channel. He is playing as the Texans in this franchise. He is fighting to make the playoffs, and check him out, see if he can do it. Blake Bortles at the helm, looking to have a better week than he did last time, as he's been throwing a lot of interceptions lately. Speaking of that interception ratio, it is intercepted on just about the first play by Trent Cole. And Nate Irvin celebrating his team's early turnover on defense. 2nd and 8. We have a runner, Heron, I believe, down the sidelines. Oh, Arian Foster playing for the Colts here, as that was a great run by him. Good to see him back in the league doing well. But we don't want him to do it against the Jaguars, as you can see Dante Moncrief, who had a great game against us in the first matchup of the season between these two clubs. Already starting out strong with a touchdown, but on 3rd and 11 after a pretty strong run, we are looking to get a first down, and we do get it to the outside. A great throw by Blake Bortles to Amari Cooper. 1st and 10 though, waiting in the pocket confidently is Bortles throwing another dart to Amari Cooper, having another one of those games. TJ Yeldon in as a replacement backup for the tired Derrick Henry, coming up with a huge run, but on 3rd and 14, can they convert? And it's going to be a sack almost even a pick. So the Jaguars will have to settle for 3, which is all right. It's a 4-point deficit with Colts ball. 3rd and 6, wide open is T.Y. Hilton, who's running down the sideline. A very solid tackle by Tayshaun Gibson, who has been a huge pickup for the Jacksonville Jaguars this season. Arian Foster once again getting the handoff, not having a great game, as I believe Malik Jackson with a huge tackle behind the line. And on 3rd and 8, Andrew Luck does the smart thing and throws it away instead of risking a screen pass to Arian Foster. So another defensive stop for one of these teams. And 1st and 10, Blake Bortles over the middle. Great throw to, once again, Amari Cooper, one of his favorite targets ever since being traded by the Raiders. 2nd and 8, Blake Bortles down the seam, and he gets picked off, as that was a very late throw and it should have come out much sooner. So already having a pretty porous game really on both sides offenses. 3rd and 8 though, Andrew Luck having to throw a jump ball, and it's almost caught, but once again Tayshaun Gibson having a stellar season, coming to the Jaguars recently through free agency. 1st and 10, wide open is Julius Thomas, the best receiver on the team, finally coming up with a catch and a great run for 8 yards. Once again, Y is open, so Julius Thomas will hit another play as he runs over a guy again. That will be another first down for the Jaguars, who are throwing deep. Amari Cooper had the whole team beat. Blake Bortles can't find his second favorite target, and that is huge. 2nd and 10, and that's why it's huge, as it's the 3rd interception for Blake Bortles. Not seeing the field as well as he thought, and also not delivering the best of throws. The Colts are relentless, and a huge hit by Jay Howard. Both defenses outstanding today, as the Jaguars defense has been doing it all season long, bailing out this very rough offense. Speaking of rough offense, Blake Bortles already throwing 3 interceptions, and it's not even the half. Could there be a bench in the future for this man this game, as he is continuously putting this team in jeopardy of losing, which would be a huge game as it's a rival match? Blake Bortles throwing yet another pick, this time to the middle linebacker of the Colts over the middle. And on 1st and 10, Malik Jackson screaming on the outside, gets a sack, so 2nd and 18. Andrew Luck takes the snap again, nowhere to throw, and Jay Howard coming up with another huge play as he forced a fumble on the other drive. The Jaguars looking to get the ball back before halftime. They do. So on 31-yard line, 17 seconds left. Blake Bortles throwing an absolute dot, I believe, to Allen Hurns. 4 interceptions, though, but can Blake Bortles drive this team back down the field to get a score? Right bumper is wide open. I believe that to be Allen Hurns with another great catch. It is. So 3 seconds left. That will be a field goal. It will be a 1-point deficit into halftime. Very low-scoring game as both defenses are playing outstandingly. Jason Myers having a great season as a rookie as well. As you can see some of the highlights, there's some plays, but both teams just not able to finish their drives off. Both running backs also struggling. Every aspect of the game has been porous for both teams' offenses. But can that change in the start of the third after the Colts cannot get anything done? They do punt it to the Jaguars' 8-yard line. 1st and 10, you might see a deep throw who is picked off again. Is that going to be the last throw we see from Blake Bortles tonight? That is the question as Vontae Davis comes up with a pick. 3rd and 12. The Colts have the ball, of course, after the interception. Can the Jaguars do what they've done all season? Get another stop, force the ball away, and they do. Andrew Luck forced to throw it away with no one open. The new quarterback coming in, Brett Hundley. Luckily, this defense has played good enough to allow the Jaguars to still be in it. But after a huge sack, you'll see the offensive line getting a little confused, covering the same defensive pass rusher. 3-on-1 is not a good look at all. But speaking of good looks, the greatest catch of the season. Can you say Odell Beckham? That is going to be all over ESPN for the weeks to come. That will be the highlight even through the playoffs, as Nick Jacobs, who's played really well as a backup and a replacement for Julius Thomas, speaking of, who just got injured, playing very well and had an insane catch right there. And another throw to Nick Jacobs. 3rd and goal. Brett Hundley driving this team down the field well, and a very clutch run by the blockers and the running back TJ Yeldon, who's had a bit of touches today, as Derrick Henry has been trying his best, and a huge blitz up the middle. Andrew Luck taking a pop. Both quarterbacks taking a lot of hits today. And 3rd and 9, can the Jaguars do it again? Can they do it again? Rolling to the left. It's a good throw, but it cannot stay in bounds. 4th and 9. Tavon Austin, another dangerous player, sitting back, trying to do his best Devin Hester impression, juking right, juking left, and he does get brought down to the 26-yard line. But what a return by Tavon Austin there. 1st and 10. You guys can see stepping back to throw. Brett Hundley, not the greatest, but he has played pretty well. He missed the throw there, which was pretty big, wide open curl route. But Derrick Henry running to the left side. There is a flag on the play, and I believe it to be on the offense. Brett Hundley still very pumped. 3rd and 17. We have a screenplay. TJ Yeldon has some room to run. Number 70. Just absolutely mowing players down. But once again, after a huge play, another penalty. 3rd and 10. Brett Hundley staying in the pocket tough. Another great throw right to Allen Hurns, who has had a very great second half. With 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the 4th quarter, Brett Hundley throwing absolute darts. The Jaguars do, however, get stopped, but it was a great throw to get an easy field goal. Down by 6 are the Colts. Over the middle, it's picked off by none other than Quan Alexander, the leader of this Jaguars defense, which has been stout for weeks now. The Colts now in a bit of trouble. Derrick Henry to the outside, running over a man, trying to get that first down, but he cannot do it as he does get brought down, trying to run over a guy. 2nd and 1. This time, Derrick Henry running over everyone, but he does, however, get out of bounds, which is not a good look. Derrick Henry, a very young player, needs to learn where his feet are. He's got to stay in bounds, but there he gets a touchdown running over 2 Colts defenders yet again. And he having a great season for touchdowns, and his yards has been boosting up. Jaguars going for 2 points here to make it a 14-point lead, and that's exactly what they do with a great throw and catch to Amari Cooper. 2nd and 10, the Colts need a miracle, and it's not going to happen with Quan Alexander ending the game for the Colts. Quan Alexander having a clutch final minutes in the 4th quarter, and here comes another touchdown to Derrick Henry just to juice the score. Tell the Colts that they are not ready to lead this division, not even close. 1st and 10, just for good measure. It's another pick by Quan Alexander, who is seeming to be in the right place at the right time for some of these forced throws near the end of the 4th. And Andrew Luck not happy with his team as he and the Colts get shut down to under 100 total yards of offense. What a great overall game by the Jacksonville Jaguars with a great comeback to win that game. Brett Hundley not stated as the starter, so we will have to see in the upcoming days to see if Blake Bortles becomes the starter again, as he should, because he is the leader. Just had a bad game, and sometimes a player needs to sit on the bench. Sometimes you're going to have a bad game, especially when you're a young player. But of course, hopefully you guys did enjoy the video, and if you want to see a great content creator and the user of the Texans in this franchise, check out Bengal's channel on the top line of the description, and hopefully you guys subscribe to him, maybe subscribe to me, like and share our videos, and hopefully you guys come back for next video. But until next video, see ya! Hello everyone, and welcome back to week 13 of the Jacksonville Jaguars franchise. So guys, what is going on? We are back with another video, and as you may know, we usually do these voiceover, but since it's been so long since we did a MUT behind the scenes video, I decided to do it live com. So yeah, you just watched one of my videos. You could probably leave now. There's nothing really here left for you other than maybe like and subscribe or something. Bye!